Welcome to Jay's Uncensored podcast, and I am your host, Mr. J. I'm going to make this very quick and simple. I'm not trying to waste nobody time, but thank you for listening to my podcast, and also let everybody else listen to it. Anyway, the subject matter. If you don't see a future with them, stop laying with them. Yes, that's a lot of that going on nowadays. Because the loneliness create vulnerability and weaknesses. And this is where people let the guards down. And because when we vulnerable, we get any and everything. And then turn around, bitch, and complain about there's no good people. Yes, there's good people out there. The problem is we choose the wrong individual in the state of vulnerableness. Because we lonely. We horny. We want to feel special in a time of needs. We know we don't have a future with them, and somewhere in our minds we think that if we do enough here and do enough there, he or she would change their mind. No, they not going to change. They let us know in the beginning we not going to change, especially when we put ourselves out there, desperate, lonely. We get what we get. We get what we get. If we don't see our future with them, stop playing with them. And that's the thing right there. We don't in hindsight, we don't see ourselves with them. But for some reason, because we are doing quote unquote entanglement, quote unquote a situations, quote unquote a friends with benefits, quote quote, they gonna come around because we talk, they see about me and this and that. Nine out of cases, that's not gonna happen. We show so much of our desperateness, our loneliness, the more we give in the lustfulness, like more we put contributing in, he or she is going out there and find their who they compatible with. We focus on I've been hurt with my ex. I've been lonely. This and that. Blah blah blah. Blah blah blah. I'm this. I'm that. But we ain't got ourselves together, and they know we ain't got ourselves together. And when they know we ain't got ourselves together, it's like a revolving door. Come on, we better than that. Way better than that. When we will be able to learn how to heal the right way. It's not all about, here goes something. No man and woman should verify how greatness you are. That's you and God to verify that. God already tell you how you are greatness. You have to know that and tap in yourself to know how great you are, not the next individual. You special in God's eye. You special in your family's eyes, in your children's eye. It should not take a man and a woman to tell you that. No. When you look at yourself in the mirror, you looking at a different individual because the very person you going a war with is you versus you. So the person you looking in the mirror is a very different person. That's your yin and your yang. That's what you see. Not no man and woman should have verified. No, should have verified your own self. Because you so lonely and vulnerable, you think somebody's supposed to verify. No, you're supposed to verify your own goddamn self. That's what make you continue on. That's the energy to keep you thriving every day as a human being. Not who you with, or sure not who you fucking. You know what? I'm gonna say this. We get so lonely, we not comfortable of who we with. Sometimes we comfortable of our loneliness and our fucking. That's it. And what we do, we waste time, we waste time, we waste time. And we want to know why we ain't built with this individual for years. And all of me and that individual on there we got in common is fucking. And we waste time. And how many years we waste time? Like, what 6 and 10 years? Then come to reality, that's all we have. Are you serious? Wake the fuck up and smell the coffee. Stop putting your vulnerability on a pedestal and putting yourself on a pedestal where you want to learn to grow spiritually, mentally, and emotionally, and stop worrying about being alone and you not in a relationship and you not being with somebody. Learn how to be with yourself, or let alone learn how to be with God and walk with God spiritually. Come on now. Come on. Let's call it what it is. Let's tell the truth and shame the devil. Nowadays, we make so much justification to doing nonsense and make excuse not to progress. Progress to be a better human being. We would rather be on a situation where we can grow and make justification of that instead of being in a position where we can go spiritually, mentally, emotionally. That tell a lot right there. We gotta step our game up a lot as human beings. I mean, seriously. I mean, real seriously, because that's some really awesome mental illness shit right there altogether. And when I say mental illness, here goes something. There's some real people out there going through some mental struggle. I mean, mental struggle out there. Something happened to them when they was young. Their environment what traumatized them. Not this bullshit they got now because people use mental illness where they can justify their behavior. No, there's people out there really going through a struggle. People really going through some mental struggle because if I feel like we shun those who really go through it, but we praise the celebrities. Oh, they going through Kanye West don't Kanye West not going through no mental illness. He's not going through mental illness. If you notice, look how quiet Kanye is. When Kanye was out there making noise, causing the scene, attention is the new currency. He didn't take his medicine. He didn't. Kanye been acting up way before his mother died. He even tell you when he won that Grammy. If I didn't win it, you never know. He told you right there he was fucked. He would do any and everything. But who said that was mental illness? No. This dude ran up on stage. This dude did this and did that. Oh, did y'all cry about mental illness then? Now all of a sudden, y'all want to play this get along, go along game. Oh, that's not mental illness. It's all about feel sorry for this person and use mental illness at the platform as an excuse to feel sorry for the individual. Come on, y'all gotta stop that. And you got people out there who really going through mental illness, really struggle, and we shun them. It's nothing wrong with somebody wanna talk to this individual, talk to this person. There's nothing wrong with that. Doesn't mean you meant to end this. Sometimes you got people out there that just want somebody to talk to so they can vent. Okay? Okay. Do we have that understanding? It's so much going on. There's so much distraction going on nowadays. And people are falling through the bullshit. It's fucking pathetic. Just like I told my daughter, don't pay attention to the puppet. Pay attention to the puppeteer. All right, y'all. Thank you for calling. Thank you for tuning into Jay's Uncensored podcast. I am your host, Mr. J. Thank you for listening.